Hi everyone, Amit here from Advice Media, and today I'm going to talk about the latest Android firmware update, that's 4.4.2 on the Nexus 5 Android smartphones. Google had actually announced the 4.4.1 update initially, but after a few more issues which were found and which were fixed on the firmware, the 4.4.1 update was totally removed from the servers and it actually has been skipped, and now only the 4.4.2 version has been made available to the users. You just have to go to the settings area of your device, and here under the about phone area you would find the option of system updates. Just tap on the system updates area and you will be notified if there's a new version update available for your device or not. This is over the air option, that's OT option, and if you don't find it, you don't have to worry. You can go to a website, that is androidadvices.com, the links in the description area below, and find the right procedure to install this later update on your device. Now today I'm going to talk about what's the most important thing which has been changed on this device after this update. So the first thing which has been phenomenally changed on this device is the camera application. Now talking about the camera application, this device came with the 8 megapixel camera, which was pretty good. I won't say that it was a bad camera or was not giving out good results, but many people actually complained that this being a Nexus device, people have actually had great expectations, but this device camera was not up to the mark. It had few issues with lagging, it was not perfectly loading, it was a very slow camera when you run the camera application for the first time. But following this latest update, as you can see, the device actually has been improved and the camera application would show up within a few milliseconds, which means that the moment you turn the camera application, it would show up the preview. And also earlier the device had an issue wherein the focusing was pretty slow, but now that's also been fixed. So let me just show you a demo of that. So the moment you tap somewhere, the focusing is done right away quickly and the picture is captured quickly. So that is pretty good update. I would show you the demo of that. So here we go. So pretty good and pretty quick camera. Now I would say that that's a pretty phenomenal change on this camera application. Apart from that, the option of HDR plus, which means that the photos would be processed in the background, has actually been changed. Earlier what used to happen is that when you enable the HDR plus mode on this device, the photo would show up in the form of a small flash on the screen followed by a sound, which means that people would not know that there was actually a processing being done around the photos in the background. But now there's a small kind of indicator which shows up on the screen and which would indicate that the photo is being processed, and you can clearly see that there's a huge difference in terms of the photo which has been captured. So here now, since I have enabled the HDR plus mode, you can see that there would be a small indicator, and that would actually show you that the photo is being processed in the background, and that's the change which you would see on the HDR plus mode. Apart from that, the phone's camera application now comes with many different resolution options instead of the few initially, maybe like 6 or 7 which I had seen in the resolution options. Now there are around more than 10 options. So you just have to go to the camera application, go to the settings, and here that's under the picture size. As you can see here, now there are many different options available. It ranges from 8 megapixel, 5 megapixel, 3 to 2.2 megapixel with 16:9 aspect ratio, option of 1 megapixel, and also a 720 by 480 resolution, which is actually pretty low, but again useful if you would like to share some quick photos through some social networking sites or websites like WhatsApp, and you want to ensure that still, even though let's say you're on a slow connection like 2G, you can still send the photos. That is when you can use this option. So that's around the camera application. Now let's look into the other things which have been changed on the Nexus 5 or the Android 4.4.2 update. The device comes with a music player by default, which is the Google Play application, and whatever you listen on this device would actually show up on the lock screen also at the same time. So let's say if I am listening to this song, the lock screen would also show you a preview of the same. But if you would like to swipe through the song or scroll through the song, you just have to long press on the pause button, following which the option would show up here. This was earlier not working on the 4.4 update, but now it actually works. That's following the 4.2 update. So that's another thing which has been fixed on this device. Apart from that, there's another minor thing which I would like to showcase you. That's under the settings area, under the notifications area, you would find the settings area. Now this shortcut actually has been changed. Earlier it was a normal shortcut, now it also has a small ring. Again, these are few of those changes which won't actually make a great change for you, but again, in terms of appeal and the icons which people are generally habituated with, there are few of these changes. Again, let me show you another change. Here, as you can see, we have a power widget here which would allow you to quickly make changes to the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth or the location or sync or the brightness. But here what happens right now is that normally the location option would just show you option of on and off, but now it also comes with a power saving mode, which means that you tap once and it would go to the power saving mode. And if you would like to actually disable the location settings completely, you actually have to go to the settings, and then under settings you would have to go to the location option and then totally disable it here. It's not now possible to disable the locations options from the widget itself. So that is again another change which you need to make a note of, because earlier there was just a on off option in the widgets, but now it's actually moved to the settings area. So that's the change again on the Android KitKat 4.4.2. Apart from that, if you were a person who had looked into all the options under the settings, then you would have found that under the wireless and network option, there was a new option which is called mobile plans, which is again related to the carrier plans which are available for different carriers, and was not available, should not have been shown to the users who have bought a factory unlocked device, because this is a device which was available on the Play Store and there was no mobile plan linked to this. But again, by probably by mistake, this option showed up, and finally on the 4.4.2 update, Google has actually removed it and that option is no more available here. So you don't have to worry if you had earlier seen this on your devices. And right now also on few of the Nexus devices like the LG Nexus 4, that option has still shown up after the KitKat update, but hopefully after the 4.4.2 update this should be fixed. Now talking about other features, there are few minor changes in the form of icons, but apart from that, there were some internal bugs and some security issues which were fixed, and that's the reason I would recommend you to change or update your device to the latest version. If you don't find the option on the device over the air, you just have to go to a website address androidadvices.com, where we have given you a list of links wherein you can find the firmware files and you can sideload it onto this device. It's pretty simple. Just download the file, drop it into the device through your computer, and then through the download mode and the recovery mode you can install it, and you are done with the latest update. So that was a pretty simple way of updating your Nexus to the latest update. And these were the different options or the features which came up on the latest 4.4.2 update. Do let me know if you have any queries about this latest update, and do let me know if you would like to know anything else apart from these updates which I have discussed about in this video. And also like this video if you appreciate our efforts, and keep subscribed to Advices Media for more. Thank you.